Hey guys, so I promised you a more detailed update about everything. So, today I'm going to talk about the surrogacy while I lay in bed, and I cannot get this camera right because it's early and Amelia woke me up too early, so I'm just gonna do it in bed. So, basically, I decided that I was finally ready to become a surrogate because that has been something that I have always wanted to do. And I just never felt ready because I never had any kids of my own. So I felt like that I would get attached. And turns out you have to have one kid anyways to be able to be surrogate, but I didn't know that. But I didn't feel ready. I felt like it was something that I really wanted to do, but I just wasn't ready to do yet. So, that's Amelia's foot. So anyway, so when I finally felt like I was done having kids, which right after I had Amelia, my hormones were kind of going wild and I was so in love with her, so I thought like I want another one. But then once the hormones kind of calmed down and as Amelia gets older, I kind of have come to the realization that I don't want to raise another baby, that Amelia fills our heart and she completes our family. So we're done with kids, so I figured it's the time because I'm young and I'm able, and Amelia is young enough that she doesn't know what's going on, so I don't really have to deal with like her emotions on top of mine. So that's another plus. She stopped her cartoon. Oh my goodness, Amelia. Amelia! Anyways, so yeah, I decided it was time, and that was back in, I don't even know, like 3 or 4 months ago. And so I applied to a couple different, I actually, right after I had Amelia, I applied to this agency, but then I changed my mind because I thought that I wanted more babies. But then they happened to email me while I was at school after I had changed my mind about having more babies. So I decided to take the email, and then I took the phone interview, and yeah. And then after that, they sent for my medical records for my pregnancy and birth with Amelia. And then I passed that, and then I got matched with a couple. They're in China, and the mom, I actually only met the mom because the dad was working. They own a medicine practice of some sort. I don't remember exactly what. But they already have 3 kids and two kids. 2 kids, sorry. And they've been trying for their little boy. The mom has had 2 failed transfers, and yeah, she's very, very, very sweet and loving. And when she was smiling the entire time we were talking, except when she talked about her failed transfers. She seemed very, very sad about that, which I don't blame her. I would be sad too. Anyway, so then we had the conversation over video chat, and it was really awesome. I asked a lot of questions. She asked some questions. And then, yeah, and then after that, we decided to match. And then I had the psychology evaluation, and I passed that, and that was actually kind of fun, to be honest. And then, oh my goodness. And then I had the blood test for the medical clearance. Normally they'll do the blood test and the ultrasound in one appointment. But we're waiting for my next period to start. Oh my gosh, I can't even think right now. To do the ultrasound, because normally the ultrasound's done with the blood test, but no, we're waiting for my next period. They put me on birth control pills because I had my IUD taken out, so that they can kind of monitor my cycle and know where I'm at. So I've been on birth control for almost a month, and so we're just waiting for the next period to start, which will be in a few days because I'm about to start the sugar pills. And then after my next period starts, we're going to wait for 5 days after the bleeding stops. And then we're going to do the ultrasound, which, by the way, the clinic is actually out of town. It's in Thousand Oaks, which is about 2.5 hours away from where I'm at. It's a really awesome clinic. The people are so, like, the doctor and all the nurses were so nice and so cool. And so I really love going there. So I feel happy about like doing stuff there, and that's where the embryos have been since 2016, and they only have boy embryos left. So I think having a boy pregnancy will be easier on my body. I really hope so, because I mean, I've already accepted that I might be puking nonstop, but I would love if I didn't. Anyway, so yeah. So then we're just waiting for my next period, and then we'll do the ultrasound, and then they're gonna take like a little sample of my uterine lining. And they're also going to put water inside of my uterus to see what the lining looks like, which I'm nervous about, but it's okay. My husband will be there. Oh, actually, no, he's not going to be in the room because he has to be with the baby. Darn. Oh, well, my husband will be there afterwards. So, yeah. And then after that, we start, if everything looks good, and they test my blood because I had to get the measles shot because I wasn't immune. And I had to start vitamin D supplements. So if they test my blood and everything looks good, then we'll start the medications, and I'll be on those for about a month. And then transfer day. Woo! They're going to transfer their baby into my uterus, and hopefully I'll get pregnant for them. I would love that. I feel like it's going to be so interesting having a pregnancy that I don't worry about like how the baby's growing. I don't worry about the ultrasounds. I don't worry about buying the baby stuff. I don't worry about staying up all night. And I'm just excited, like, for all the milestones, like all the ultrasounds and all the things like that. I'll get to share it with them, even though it's theirs. I'm not really sharing it with them, but you know what I mean. And just to see their excitement and their happiness, even though they're not really excited about this process, because what she wanted was to be pregnant. So for them, this process is not a happy process, but I'm sure that they'll be excited about all the little milestones and stuff. They're actually not going to tell him that he was carried through surrogacy. They're not going to tell their kids either, so I don't know what they're gonna tell their kids, but no one's gonna know except us. What was I gonna say? I don't know. Oh yeah. What I'm most excited for is in the hospital after I give birth, to be able to just lay in the hospital bed and sleep throughout the night, not wake up every 30 minutes by nurses, doctors, breastfeed a baby, just sleep. And then eat as much as I want. Ooh! I'm excited. Anyway, so yeah, that's the surrogacy update, and I'll keep updating you guys as things happen. Sorry I've been so MIA. My laptop broke, and my iPhone was stupid, so I couldn't record videos. But yeah, I'm about to record the next video, so see you guys in a minute.